Hey everybody, welcome to my suburban oasis. My name is Soleil and I garden in a zone 5B/6A in mid-Michigan. And today we're out here in the front garden bed and we're going to be cleaning up our purple sensation alliums. We're going to be cutting back some of the mums that are in here, just kind of making sure we do a Chelsea chop on them so they bloom well this fall. So let's go ahead and get started. So all of these alliums did really well, but now I want to get rid of some of the foliage that's in this garden center or garden bed in the center of our lawn. And I'm just going to be using this new tool that I have. This is a Stihl HSA 26. It's electric and it really just slices through things super easy and makes quick work of things that otherwise would require multiple cuts by hand using like my secateurs. So it saves my hand a lot of heavy work and maybe saves me some arthritis later on down the line. All right, so what I'm going to do right now is cut these mums back that are around this Bobo hydrangea to give it a little bit more growing room, but also, as I said, it's important to give a Chelsea chop to these so that the mums don't take over or flop after they bloom. So all I'm going to do is just come through with this, being careful. Not to clip the Bobo hydrangea, just to get the other foliage. And literally this will be a chop and drop in terms of the mum foliage. I'm just taking it down and we'll be leaving the spent foliage where it is to break down and help feed the soil, just like a mulch. Try to get this viburnum out of the way of these mums. And I'm trying to make sure that as I go, that with the allium foliage, I am picking that up because it has seeds in it. And I don't really want it to seed everywhere in here. There are a lot of mums in here and they kind of fade into oregano that is back here, and I will not be cutting the oregano down. It's almost like I'm kind of mowing the mums. This is all that, normally I do these just with some hedge clippers, so this is really no different in terms of what I'm doing. It's just the method that I'm using. This will look a little sad at first for, probably about a week. And then things will start growing right through all of the debris. And this one, because it's in the front of the garden bed, I just kind of have to clean up. But once the green starts coming through again and these start providing nice new foliage, it will be as if nothing even happened in here. It will be beautiful again. It's like providing tough love to your garden, knowing that in the end it will be better for it. have some beautiful daisies that are going to be coming up here soon. Really looking forward to that. So these, after I take these down, these are probably about 3 inches high off the ground. And so that's what I would suggest to people if you're gardening in or near where I live. It definitely works really well for me. But try what you like to do, and certainly if you don't like looking at garden debris, you don't have to chop and drop. You can pick it all up and put it in a cart and haul it away. I know a lot of people don't like looking at garden debris. I don't mind if it's for a short period of time. Now these kind of grow up in through the bobos, so I have to try to make sure I'm separating them out before I clip them. I could just let the foliage die back, but again, the thing I'm trying to avoid here is having lots of seedlings as well. Apparently I'm trying to clip the signs while I go here. Now, if I see things that are turning yellow throughout this garden bed that I don't like because I think that they're like making it look really ugly, tomorrow or the next day, I can come through and do a little bit more cleanup if I want to as well. Some of these alliums I planted and some of them have come up from seeds. So again, that's what I'm trying to prevent, is lots of them coming up from seed where I don't want them. I planted them basically in a circle around this tree, and as you can see, some of them are deep under the tree, some of them are not in the circle. I don't mind it, I think they're pretty, but I don't want them everywhere. There we go. Now you can actually see the bobo hydrangeas along this as well. For whatever reason, mums do really, really well in our area. And you can see they try to take over the garden bed quite a bit. At some point, I may need to pull out some of parts of this mum. Right now, though, I'm just going to cut it back like I did the others. And I want to avoid the dianthus that's in front of it. Because this is so tall, I'm cutting it back in like multiple small cuts instead of really long, one really long cut. This is a really good time to do this as well before it gets too hot. There's plenty of time for them to recover for the fall bloom, and you'll get more blooms on these plants because of it. All right, I think that's about as far as I want to go on this one. Let's do the other one too. Okay, this one isn't quite as tall, but it definitely needs a cutback. You can see these are growing really thick, and these will bloom a beautiful orange in the fall. And if you wonder, will they come back and do a nice mound for me instead of being just flat? Yes, they will. I've never had a problem with that. So it doesn't really matter if I cut this straight across or if I tried to shape it at this time, because it will grow back in a nice natural shape. All right, there we go. So pretty easy to do, a wonderful thing to do. Like I said, right now, this time of year, it's the perfect time to do it. Let me know if you're doing any Chelsea chops in your garden. What are you working on? Thanks for joining me today, and we'll see you next time in the garden.